Oh, good morning there, ladies and germs, and this is a twist. Here's your Jonas bonus video. I need some coffee feet. So normally when I'm in my living room, it means we're going to talk. Yeah. I would like to talk about the things that have been going on this week. First off, thank you, President Joe Biden, for holding you, at least some of your promises. 100 days aren't up yet. Some of the things he's doing is great. Some of the things he's doing is making me go sideways. Regular politician. But anyway, to those of you that have children, you're going to be getting some help with that, so that's great. What sets this Rescue America bill apart is that when the other guy was in office, the lion's share of the tax breaks went to people that didn't need it. You know, it was supposed to be, well, if you lower the taxes on the millionaire and the business owners, they'll share that money. They'll have more money shared down to you, the working class. That's called a trickle-down economics. That was tried back in the 80s, and it was deemed worthless. Because what happens is that the business owner takes the money they save from the tax break, go back to the stock market, and bought back all the stocks they had to sell off when they had a slump. So the working people got nothing. This relief plan, the working people are going to get something. First off, I would like to start with an option called COBRA. If you ever been unemployed, you know what COBRA is. When you leave one job and you're searching for another job, COBRA is a health insurance that's given to people without jobs. So if they need medical services, they can get it. Here's the thing. The average person paying COBRA is $500 a month. If you just lost your job, do you have $500 a month to throw away? No. So what this bill does, it gives you COBRA free for 8 months until you can find that other job. It's only for 8 months, and I think once you use it, it's used. I think it goes to September, if I read the bill right. It's 8 months, but it's until September. Also, if you have a child, I don't know about you, but in my days, we didn't get paid nothing to take care of a child. You will get $300 a month, every month, for every single child in your household. That means if you're low income and your child wants to join the football team, the baseball team, the scouts, whatever they want, and you have to tell them no because you can't afford the uniform, or you can't afford the fees, or whatever. You can't afford the classes. Well, $300 a month is going to mean you'll have the money to enroll them in that extracurricular activity. If you keep a child busy, they're less likely to get in trouble. Peanut, don't you dare. Peanut, get your nose back in here. Dang it. I don't need him yelling at this hour. I ain't in the mood for it. Don't be looking at me like that. I'm not in the mood. Anyway. Let's see. Yes, the COBRA. Oh, if you are low income and you do pay insurance, you will either have your insurance rate greatly reduced or hardly or nothing at all. So you'll also get temporary free insurance while we're going through the rest of this panorama. If you're making more than, I think, 75 grand a year, they're going by your 2020 taxes. you get a reduced check of the 1,400. If you are a single person, make less than 75 grand a year, you'll get your whole 1,400. Mm. Working couples, if you're making more than 150, you'll go on a scale. You may not get the entire 2,800. Working family making under 150, you'll get the full 2,800. You know, even if you're a family of, I don't know, 5, and you're making more than 150,000 a year, you're still going to get the extra $300 per child. So you're looking at getting $900 a month direct from the government. So that's not bad. That is not bad. Unemployment extensions it was reduced to $300 a month. I mean, yeah, $300 a week, not a month. Or was it $600 a month? Okay, I'll say what I know for sure, what I remembered for sure. The amount of unemployment subsidies you get is reduced, but it extends all the way till September instead of until, I think it was supposed to be till June. So that's extended. That's good. You know, it's like you get less, but you get more time. So overall, you are getting more money. This should help us get through this panorama. And I think you could start calling in to make your appointment, I think on the 22nd, even though the clinics are not going to be open to inoculate until May 1st. That's when they're going to be open. You still have to get your appointment. You still have to get in line. It's not May 1st, it's inoculation day. You got to make your appointment. So don't forget to do that. And the inoculation only keeps you out in the hospital. You can still get it. It won't, how should I say, without triggering the words, because this video needs to get out. It'll keep you out of the hospital. We'll say it that way. It'll keep you out of the hospital, but you can still pass it around. That's why you wear your mask. However, if you've gotten inoculated, you waited your 2 weeks, another person got inoculated and they waited their 2 weeks, you two can now coincide together, have a cup of coffee, talk, no mask, no social distancing. You can even hug each other. So this is really, really good. The next goal, because this is the first goal. The first goal is get people economically sound. The next goal is getting the kids back to school in September, which is part of the $1.7 trillion. They've got to get kids back to school. This isolation is driving people crazy, you know, which is only proof. This is proof. If you didn't like this separation thing that we've been going through for the past 12 months, then we need to make solitary confinement cruel and unusual punishment. Solitary confinement has got to be taken out of the picture, because obviously we're not doing very well, and we're able to walk around and we have our freedom, and yeah, so by veer off course. It's not good for their development. We're trying to keep them alive. We did what we did when we did it because we didn't know any better. We didn't have no protection, and we needed to keep our families safe. All right. Now everyone's going to get inoculated, and the teachers, of course, they need their face masks, their dividers for the desks for the children, and get everyone safe and back to school. I think once we get back to school, not the 2002, but 2002, listen to me. I'm bringing us back to 10 years, 20 years, okay. Um, 2021, September 2021, I think we're going to have to be very cautious as we proceed. September 2022, I think that's when the kids are going to be, you won't need none of this. Just get your yearly shot. Because I have a feeling this is going to be around for a good 4 or 5 years, that we're going to have to get inoculated for the new strands that are coming out. And then once we get rid of that, I think we're going to be good. Another thing, there's been 0 deaths this year. Oopsie, I said the word. From flu, from basic influenza. You know why? Because we're staying away from each other. We're wearing masks. Yeah. So, wear a mask. If you think, even, you know what, even after all this panorama thing is gone, I think I'm still going to wear a mask when I feel sick, because I don't want to make other people sick. Even if it's a cold. It's like, oh, it's a common cold, no big deal. You'll get over it. Why do you want to put someone through stuffy nose and sneezing and coughing? So I think even, when all this is done, I think I'm going to keep the mask thing around, so when I do feel a little icky, I make other people feel icky. Anyway, so that's my rant. Another thing I really want to touch on that's been really bothering me for the past couple of days. Oh, there's two more things actually, now that I think of it. First, I want to touch on this one real quick. This Floyd settlement of $2,700. Oh God. That don't sit right with me, and I'll tell you why. First off, $2,700. Why does that sound the way it does? $2,700. Anyone who's dealt with court hearings and cases and settlements, anyone who has knowledge in this field knows that there's the defendant, or not the defendant, me bringing the charges, the prosecutor, and me. Of course, there's me. There's the court fees, and there's lawyers. Okay? 3. There's 3 groups. This is what my gut is telling me about that 27. That 2,700 divides evenly into all 3. 9,000 is going to be for court cases. 9,000 is going to be for lawyer's fee, and that family is only going to get 9,000. 9,000, 9 million. Okay, I misspoke. It's going to be, I have a feeling they're going to divide it up that way. I don't know, but I just see the family getting screwed over. Between the taxes, the Uncle Sam's going to come from his portion of the taxes. Every single person that family owes money to is going to come picking at them. By the time that 27 million actually gets to the bank account, it's going to be hardly anything left. I hope to God someone got those people a good tax attorney to protect that money. And if anyone has any sense about them, that attorney will jump in, step in front of that $27 million payment, and divert it into a trust fund for the daughter they left behind. Put in a Roth IRA. That way you pay taxes on it one time, and she'll never have to pay taxes on it again, as long as she keeps it in that Roth IRA. If she keeps it in the Roth, she could take money out of it as she needs it. She can't put money in it. But she could take money out of it, and it won't cost her any taxes because she already paid taxes on it. Now, that will be the only way to protect that money from all these little vultures that's going to be swarming around this family. Ugh, that just... It's like, damn, even when you win, you lose. But I hope they have a good tax attorney. You come into any amount of money, you get yourself a tax attorney, uh, a financial planner, and a CPA. Telling you. And if you haven't filed your taxes yet, and you make YouTube videos, you tell your tax preparer you make YouTube videos. You tell them the space that you use, and you take that measuring tape, and my area is this big. My bills are this much for the electric, for the heat, whatever. And this is how much I pay for the equipment, and this is how much I pay for food or whatever that you use to demonstrate. And of course, you gotta show your videos. You know, this is where I did this. Okay. I had someone that take that advice, and they came back to me and said, you know, by asking my CPA, my tax prepper, I got 10 grand coming back. Yeah, 10 grand coming back because of all the money he invested in this. So good on you. So what that means is that ask your tax preparer. Ask them. Closed mouth don't get fed. She and her, ooh, never mind. Anyway, but this person, this person is happy now. You know, it's like, thank you for the advice. I'm not whistling Dixie. I know what I'm talking about. Ask your tax prepper. Tell them what you do, and make sure you have your receipts in line. Finally, I do want to touch on this Meghan Markle, the Prince Harry crap. Okay, now I have to say I am a royal watcher. I'm just kidding. Okay, I am a royal watcher, and no matter how flat you make a pancake, there's two sides to every story. And what I've seen, they only gave us red meat that makes the public go, make their blood boil. Well, they asked us how dark this kids were going to be. What was the content of their conversation? As in, you're talking about a family that had hundreds, if not thousands of years of pale European blood. She's the first person of a darker skin to get in that family. They're probably really genuinely curious. What is the baby gonna look like? It just came out all wrong. Because again, they never had this happen before. So they're probably really curious. Also, back years ago, Prince Harry paternity was in question. But it doesn't look royal to test the possible heir to the prince. It's like Prince Charles, he has to have his heir because Diana probably, do you know the scandal that would cause? So what the Queen did was that she made William the Duke of Essex. And by planting, what she did was literally plant the tree, because you don't have to be a direct descendant to get to be a duke. It's like, okay, problem solved. We'll just make him a Duke of Essex. Prince William will be heir to the throne, and everything is settled. And if anything happened to Prince William, well, he has his heir to take the throne. So the fact that Harry is never going to be on that throne, there's just too many people in front of him. Now, not only is he so far away from the throne, two, his own paternity is questionable. 3, he married a commoner. No matter how you slice this, Meghan Markle is a commoner. She has no royalty in her blood. She may be a good actress or actress, but she's not royalty. So she don't get, yes, she get royal treatment as long as she's married to Harry. But the minute she divorces Harry, she is no longer royalty. That means her children are no longer royalty either. Before they married, Harry should have told her that. That no, he does not get the prince title. No, he does not get the guard duty. They're not royalty. She's not royalty, so your kids aren't royalty. And on top of that, his paternity's still under question. About her being denied treatment for her depression, that is completely false. It is not royal to be seen going to the doctors. That's what commoners do. You are supposed to always exhibit great health and, vitality. However, the doctor could come over for tea and a visit with the Queen as often as he's called upon. After the visit, he could go and visit with other members of the household. And if you just happen to have an issue, well, he's a doctor. He could be there to assist you. All of it is protocol. You cannot marry into this family that has thousands of years of history and expect to change it. This is protocol. The doctor comes to you nonchalantly, and you just nonchalantly mention something, and he just nonchalantly... Okay, this is how bad it is in the royal household. If you or me were in the bathroom and someone direct from the monarch walked in the bathroom, anyone from Prince Charles, the William, the Queen herself, Philip, the King, any one of them walked in the bathroom and you're in the bathroom, you ought to make an about face. Because royalty don't do nasty things like, they don't poo. They don't poo. They don't poo. They don't, that is very tender issues, and you leave the bathroom. That's just the way it is. They're not allowed to handle money. No money. Meghan should have read up on this, because it's not just a life of wearing cute tiaras, big puffy dresses, and everyone waits on you because you're a princess. You are required to be at ribbon cutting, at celebrations, at ceremonial events. Your calendar is full of places and people you need to meet and greet and do certain protocols for. And I have someone, I've known her for about a year now, and we talk back and forth very often. She's in a little town called Leeds, Leeds. Look it up. It's in England. She lives in Leeds, England, so she has first-hand account of what's been going on. And what she tells me, Meghan refused to do her basic duties as a princess. Just her basic duties. She wanted people to change for her. That's why I'm saying there are two sides to a story. We heard her side. We haven't heard from them. And you know what? We're not going to. Because in the royal family, it's not dignified to complain or talk bad about anybody, even if it's meant to defend yourself. They won't defend themselves because it's not royal. It's not what royalty does, not dignified. So she kind of got them over a barrel. She could talk bad about them all day, but they can't say, well, this is what happened. They won't. It's not regal. So before anyone judges anyone and gets in between this little family feud, leave it alone. That's what I've done. I'm just letting people know what I know and what's been told to me. But don't get too upset. Yes, with those questions that were asked, I believe they were, yes. But not in the manner of derogatory. It's just thousands of European skin. You're going to get some melanin in there. Wonder what it's going to look like. I don't know. If I'm wrong, educate me. Let's start a little conversation. If I'm right, if I change your mind, hey, that's great. Oh my God, I've been yammering for 30 minutes. That's my thought. That's my opinion. What's yours? Leave a comment down below. Let me know how you like this video, and we'll see what happens on the next coffee talk. Till next time. Bye.